I get where Messi is coming from here. 2014, he was at his peak. So that's one aspect. Another aspect is it's Xavi. Now, if Briggs gets injured, okay, nobody wants to get injured, but if Briggs get injured, it is what it is. Like I hope they get better. But we don't want to get Technics injured. Technics, we don't want these guys to be injured. So, Xavi has lost 5 matches in the Champions League group stage. That's tied for most all time by any Barcelona manager in the competition. So obviously, I think it's just like in overall, based on how long he's been manager. There's context here. You have to realize that who did Van Gaal have? Who did Cruyff have? Who did Bobby Robson have? Who did Pep have? Who did Valverde have? And the kind of players they had. Because for me, talent-wise, personnel-wise, this is one of the weakest Barcelona teams that I've seen since I've been watching Barcelona since the Louis Van Gaal days. So that's one aspect. Another aspect is it's Xavi. It's Xavi. Like, so you have to look at the team, the quality of the team, and you have to also look at the quality of the manager and the lack of experience of the manager. Because I think the whole thing is that he is the guy before the guy. Like, nobody ever looked at Xavi and said, okay, this is the guy to take Barcelona forward. In the last 2 years, Bundesliga and EPL sides have met 22 times in Europe. Bundesliga sides are 11 wins, 5 draws, 6 losses against Premier League teams. It's seriously time we have a discussion. So Bundesliga sides, so 11 wins, 5 draws, 6 losses. I love this tweet. And the reason why I love this tweet is because it goes hand in hand into what I've always been saying, which is how do we dictate and analyze what is the best league? Because it's down to criteria. If your criteria is popularity, branding, and your global fan base, nobody touches the EPL. No one touches the EPL. Arsenal, United, Chelsea, just those 3, Liverpool, those 4, nobody touches their fan base. But if our criteria is how well you do against us when we're in competition, that's another criteria, and the EPL just ain't there. Because for me, based on my criteria, the Bundesliga is better than the Premier League, because when both sides face each other, Bundesliga sides have won over them. So it doesn't matter whether, it's already banned and everything. For me, if I just say League A and League B, which is better, I'm a football guy. I'm not a business guy. I don't care how many fans you have, your branding or your retweets. That means nothing to me. I'm a football guy. So as a football guy, I'm like, okay, when they compete against each other, which team wins out more? Whoever wins out more, that's the better team and that's the better league. Because obviously it shows that their footballing quality is better when they face these sides. So, look, whoever did this is crazy. So this is Rashford's brother who was arrested in Miami. And I don't have much to say about this. Whoever did this profile pic, #new profile pic, there's something wrong with you. Because so Rashford, he's already under pressure right now. He gets a red card. And now some sick, twisted, demented individual puts out this image. You're mad. It's just basically, whoever did this, you're sick and you need to be prosecuted. If I'm Marcus MBE, I am prosecuting at retired realist. So at retired. I agree. Romario, I agree. Don't mess with Romario. He's one of the GOATs. He's one of the legends. Ancelotti coaching Brazil. F Ancelotti, that piece nut. I want Diniz until the end. Succeed and fail with your own. That's my mantra. Succeed and fail with your own. For me, Ancelotti at Brazil doesn't work. Save this tweet. I promise you it will not work. Brazil can only succeed with their own. Scolari is not a great manager. He's not. And we saw that at Chelsea. He was just the right man at the right time for that team. The issue isn't the Brazil managers not being good. The issue is Richarlison. The issue is Vini has not shown up yet. The issue is Nene has no help. The issue is freaking Marquinhos. The issue is how does Fred get into a Brazil team? That's the issue. Brazil lost the game against Croatia not because of manager's tactics, but it lost because of Marquinhos. Marquinhos decided just to say what's up. Marquinhos said he decided to say what's up. So the Ancelotti thing, it's a hipster move. It's a cool move. It's a move to get people excited because he works with so many Brazilians in Real Madrid and all the Brazilians like working with him in Real Madrid. But you stupid idiots, what works in a club doesn't work internationally. Now, this is not taking into account their L against Copenhagen, but still, it wouldn't change that much. Based on win percentage as of right now, he's on 62.8%. Now, keep in mind, 78 games played. So obviously, Moyes 51. So it's look way better than Moyes. So Van Gaal 103, Mourinho 144, 168. But the weird thing about this though is, this would make more sense if let's say he had like 150 games, because at 78 games you can like, oh, it's a good win percentage, but he's played way less, so it's a much smaller sample size than Solskjaer, Mourinho, and Van Gaal. And my thing though is, what's impressive me is Mourinho. That's 144 games, and that is 58%. So that is not even that far away from Ten Hag, who's only played 78 games. Because my thing now is, if Ten Hag, and I doubt it, but let's say Ten Hag lasts till 130, 140 games, will it still be at 60%? Will it even be 57%? We don't know. So let's talk about it. So Zidane, this is obviously the Zidane Messi interview. So is there a match you want to play again? The Messi, I've not regretted anything in my career, but the 2014 World Cup final is still stuck in my head, although I can forget it a little with this World Cup. You achieved it in 2022, the story has changed and it's over. So look, I think, ultimately speaking, it's done. Once you've won that World Cup, it's over. So it's like it's even almost weird that Messi even says that, because maybe he says it because, oh man, I could have had two, or like wish we could have really won it then, because it's like once he did what he did in 2022, it's like, okay, like it's over. Like you shouldn't even regret that. The only moment you regret this is, let's say you lost the 2022 World Cup final, or you didn't get to that final, and you're thinking about, man, if only we said what's up in 2014. But my thing is, you have to say a few things here, because I do get where Messi is coming from here. First of all, 2014, that was an amazing Germany team. Like, the competition has fallen greatly from what it was. I mean, compare Germany in 2022 to that Germany 2014 team. I mean, pick Schweinsteiger, pick Boateng, pick Thomas Muller. But your boy, in my opinion, the greatest right back of all time. So it was going to be a tough team. But I think I get where Messi is coming from here. 2014, he was at his peak. This was him really much at his peak. He definitely, and it's weird though, that was when he was at his peak, but he performed a lot better in 2022. But he was like, bro, that was me at the height of my powers. Because what I always say is that we were robbed off of seeing a Maradona 1986-esque performance. Like basically what Maradona did in 1986, what Arnan did in 98. Because, perfect example, Messi's performance in 2022 is similar to R9's in 02, where it was about to get what I need to do, get it done. Because this is about getting it done. Because I'm not really at my best physically, but let me say what's up. Because for Messi, let's just be real, 2022, we know what Messi can do. And we know how mad it was. Look at the 91 goals. So the kind of Messi performance that I think what everybody wanted was that one in 86 or 98. So I think from Messi, why this will always be a thorn is because I knew what I was capable of in 2014 and I never reached those heights. And I think when I look at that final, Messi felt that what did we always say? It was right there for a multi-generational all-time player like Messi to decide the game. Because Germany was about, this is an amazing team. Neuer was amazing. Lam was amazing. But it was about just this amazing team. And the only way you beat an amazing team is for this quintessential, amazing supernova of a player like Messi to say what's up. And he was able to do that. So I think as much as I got the 2022 thing, he will always feel about 2014, I should have really said what's up. Because this is from his mouth. Because why would he say he still regrets that? And I think he regrets that because he will know that, yes, it was 5 World Cups, but I didn't reach those performance levels I feel I should have based on my level. Because let's keep it a start, guys. Knowing how good Messi is, the kind of goals he could score, and just the crazy things he did, that wasn't the 2022 Messi, was it? Bro, I know R9. Knowing what R9 was, that R9 we saw in O2 was nothing but clear. The R9 that we knew, because his knee got grenaded. So because it's never the decision of the player in these cases. It's about assessments. The medical, sports science, coaching staff take the decisions. He's desperate to go to the national team. He wanted to go, but we take the best decision for him. Reece, you can't go to the national. You can't go to England. No, you can't. I think for Reece James, I get it. Missing the World Cup would have been horrible, because nobody wants to miss a World Cup, because it's every 4 years. So each World Cup you miss could be seismic, because 4 years is a longest time in football. Because you have a 20-year maybe period in football, maybe. So he wants to pretty much get inside the England setup as much as possible. So come Southgate's making his final selection for the Euros, you in my camp, boom, let's go. Because now Sterling is not looking good. But for Reece James, too many injuries, bro. And it is imperative he has a good run of games for Chelsea, good basis, nice, good sample size, before he can now see what's up for England. And that's just always my fear, because even when I went to go and watch Chelsea against Blackburn, I was like, bro, please don't get injured, please don't get injured. So now you're almost very nervous every time he's on the ball. And again, this goes back to me talking about Ada Gugler. One of the most annoying things in football is injuries. Now, if Briggs gets injured, okay, nobody wants to get injured, but if Briggs get injured, it is what it is. I hope they get better. But we don't want to get Technics injured. Technics, we don't want these guys to be injured. So when you just look at what has happened to him, bro, he can be one of the best right backs of his generation. Forget that, screw that. We're looking at an all-time right back. We're looking at a guy who is a very good defender, understands positioning, arguably one of the best consistent crosses of the ball. And he can score goals. Puts in good cross, can get assists. Is very good 1v1 defender and understands positional sense of defending. He is a supernova talent. And he's my captain. Man, he's my El Capitan. So watch the rest of this vid and gain access to more content crack. Think about becoming a Patreon member. Click the link below in the description box, or head over to patreon.com/halfhope and gain access to more content crack. Let's ride.